mumbling about?
Loan factory, mom. Loan factory.
What?
Oh, I was trying to remember this mortgage company. They have super low rates and over 5,000 five-star reviews. They shop around 40 lenders for you. This website is exactly what all homeowners want to check out.
কারোর দানে পাওয়া নয়। আমি দাম দিছি প্রাণ লক্ষ কোটি, জানায় আছে জগৎময়। আমি দাম দিয়ে কিনেছি বাংলা। 1757 সনে ভাইবা দেখেন পড়বে মনে, দাম দিছি লাশের মাঠে, ইতিহাস তার সাক্ষী রয়। আমি দাম দিয়ে কিনেছি বাংলা।
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, আমরা আবারও ব্যাক করলাম ডক্টর হকের সাথে। সরি অ্যাবাউট দ্যাট, যারা অনলাইনে শুনছিলেন আমাদের কানেকশন লুজ হয়ে গিয়েছিল। হোপফুলি আপনারা এখন শুনতে পাচ্ছেন। Again, I am welcoming Dr. Russell Hawk to the Radio Adda studio, and he will introduce himself and give you brief that what he has been doing. And this is so awesome, especially the people that lives in Dallas Fort Worth, North Dallas. This is I mean, I cannot explain enough that you can take so much advantage of this facility. You know, they are so good. We have used them for our COVID test drive on Allen Masjid Drive, vaccination drive, and they were just awesome. They provided all the services in timely manner. They did like within less than 24 hours report. And again, let's go back to Dr. Russell Hawk. Welcome back. Sorry about that we had some sound issue for online.
Thank you, Sunny Bhai, for inviting me. Assalamu alaikum to সবার কাছে। তো আমার প্রথমে আমার কথার কিছু কথা let me repeat it. So basically, let me give you my background. So I have been a ER physician for almost 18 years. I worked at a local emergency room and outside in various states. So over the 18 years, we saw, it's not just me, any physicians, everybody is so frustrated with the current state of healthcare. We saw the decline in healthcare. মানুষ proper healthcare পাচ্ছে না because of lack of access. Lack of access and also how the insurance company, if you have আপনার যদি insurance থাকে, যেভাবে ডিজাইন করা হয়েছে by the insurance company গুলা, it's not really designed to provide proper health care. ওদের গোল হলো যে কিভাবে how to keep you away from the doctor. That's their goal. And they are not really, they talk about prevention and then so you don't get too sick to begin with. But আপনারা নিজেরা নিশ্চয়ই experience করেছেন, you want to go to a primary care doctor, you cannot get an appointment, for 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, so that's not, when you need a doctor, you need a doctor. That needs to be taken care of properly and in a prompt manner. So we thought about, let's start something. I mean, it may sound like a big dream that how do we, change or provide better healthcare. এখন আমরা, there's such a huge volume of patients here, population. No one can change anything, So আমাদের goal হলো যে, look, let's just set a trend. No one can change the world anymore. Individually, no individual cannot change the world, but we want to set a trend and we want other people to follow it. That's our goal and that's our dream, and if we can accomplish that, I think we have accomplished a lot. So one of the আমাদের এটা শুরু করার পেছনে main গুলো, we are honestly not money driven, but at the same time we have to, I tell all our employees, we have to sustain, of course, right? Otherwise, we all go away and no one gets care. So আমাদের এখানে আমাদের eventual goal হলো to provide a comprehensive health care. So আমাদের এখানে first mission, one that we have started, is the urgent care. Means we provide primary care, we provide urgent care. Now a lot of people, you have to kind of dive into it to see why can we not provide urgent care primary care to everyone. we want to provide primary care to everyone, but it's limited by the insurance company. So for anyone, মনে করেন আপনার যদি we can provide top notch primary care, আপনি যদি uninsured হন, then I don't have to deal with the insurance company, right? Now for insured patient, we can provide primary care. The issue is this copay. Even this morning I had a patient at $4,000 copay. So until he meets it, he cannot get anything. And the patient actually was involved in a motor vehicle accident, had injury. They needed 4 or 5 different X-rays and all this, right? And he couldn't afford it. He literally walked out with his daughter, and he had insurance. And we cannot, অনেকে হয়তো জানে না যে হয়তো there is actually a copay, but insurance will tell us how much to collect from the patient. It's actually made illegal not to waive that fee. আমরা as a physician, আমরা অনেক সময় we do that a lot of time actually. আচ্ছা copayটা waive করে দিলাম, but it's actually not allowed by the insurance company. A lot of patients don't know that. They can terminate the contract if you do that. So এটা যে কারণে করা হয়, we are trying to provide suppose help to the patient, right? ওরা যে কারণে করে না, they want to put a barrier between us and the patient. কারণ আপনাকে যখন copay যদি আমরা waive করে দেই, যেটা হবে যে then you come in more frequently. বুঝছেন না? So it's all designed.
Process.
So এখন we are providing care even for insured patient. We are trying to implement program. We have different program. I will go into it if we have time. যে আমাদের নন ইনসিওর্ড পেশেন্টের জন্য কিভাবে আমরা লো কস্ট হেলথ কেয়ার প্রোভাইড করতে পারি. I think we can provide top notch care, low cost care to uninsured patient. But even for insured patient, we have program for year long. Suppose we have actually our in-house healthcare plan. You pay $100 a month, and then for 12 months, but basically there will be no copay. We are not even going to charge your insurance, right? It will be as if, but it covers your a lot of labs, a lot of X-rays, and the care as many times as you need. So with that $4,000, $5,000, $2,000, whatever, that doesn't matter. We don't have to deal with them. We just deal with patient and us directly. And you need someone. You need to see a doctor. আপনি সরাসরি you come without an appointment. আমাদের ফ্যাসিলিটিটা we are actually open 12 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, and eventually actually we are going to open on Sunday also, কিন্তু for 12 hours from 8 in the morning until 8 at night, and you can just walk in. And one of the things that I talked about, I think you guys আপনারা হয়তো শুনেন প্রথম ইয়েতে যে I am trying to, my goal is to set a trend that that how do we set a trend that the healthcare can just be changed a tiny bit for better. So আমরা যেটা, one of the things that I don't believe in, এখনকার typical যে primary care modelটা আছে, ওটা হলো যে continuity of care. That's what the insurance company basically pushed, that okay, yeah, you have to have that one doctor for continuity of care. They get to know you, and then they give you better care. But that model does not work. I don't believe in it anymore, because over the years আমাদের এখন we have a standard of care, right? If whatever I do for you for a particular disease, আপনি যদি আরেকজন ডাক্তারের কাছে যান, if they follow a standard of care, it should be the same exact treatment, right? And if there is a standard of care, there is no need for continuity of care. And this is the model we want to promote in our urgent care, and want other doctors and other facility to adopt it. And I think we need to break that primary care model that exists, that does not work. So আমাদের এখানে basically if you are our primary care patient, okay, you come in, and we have a lot of providers besides me. I do a lot of supervision of every single doctors and providers, and we follow up on the patients, and any need, we try to address it, and we try to find the cheapest way possible to treat our patient. So basically, probably in a little bit I'll go into more detail what we are doing to apni jodi cash patient, you're paying cash, what we do. Sanibhai, you can tell me if I have time to.
No, sure. Let's listen a short music. গান শুনে এসে then we'll go details. যাদের insurance নেই বা uninsured people, how Rapid City can help you with the very minimum, like Dr. Russell say, that they have to sustain in the business. So, but they are trying to help all the non-insured too with the extended hours. So we'll talk details. So let's go to ওয়ান অফ দ্য মিউজিক, যেহেতু আমাদের স্বাধীনতার দিবস, সো আমরা একটা গান শুনতে শুনে আসি, তারপরে এসে আমরা কন্টিনিউ করব ডক্টর রাসেল হকের সাথে।
হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, ভেঙে ফেল কর রেলোপাট, রক্ত জমাট শিকল পূজার ভাসান বেদি। ওরে ও তরু নিশান, ওরে ও তরু নিশান, বাজা তোর প্রলয় বিষান, ধ্বংস নিশান, উড়ুক প্রাচীর প্রাচীর ভেদি। হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, ভেঙে ফেল কর রেলোপাট, রক্ত জমাট শিকল পূজার ভাসান বেদি। ওরে ও তরু নিশান, ওরে ও তরু নিশান, বাজা তোর প্রলয় বিষান, ধ্বংস নিশান, উড়ুক প্রাচীর প্রাচীর ভেদি। হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট। গজলের বাজনা বাজা, কে মালিক কে সে রাজা। গজলের বাজনা বাজা, কে মালিক কে সে রাজা। গজলের বাজনা বাজা, কে মালিক কে সে রাজা। কে দেয় সাজা মুক্ত স্বাধীন সত্য কেড়ে, হা 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 পায়ে যে হাসি, হা 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 পায়ে যে হাসি। ভগবান করবে ফাঁসি, সর্বনাশী শিখায় এহেন তথ্য কেড়ে। কারা রইল হো কপাট, কারা রইল হো কপাট, ভেঙে ফেল কর রেলোপাট, রক্ত জমাট শিকল পূজার ভাসান বেদি। ওরে ও তরু নিশান, ওরে ও তরু নিশান, বাজা তোর প্রলয় বিষান, ধ্বংস নিশান, উড়ুক প্রাচীর প্রাচীর ভেদি। কারা রইল হো কপাট, কারা রইল হো কপাট। ওরে ও পাগলা ভোলা, ধীরে দে ফোলায় দোলা। 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 কারদ গোলা জোর সে ধরে হাঁচকা টানে, মার হাত হই দড়ি হাক, মার হাত হই দড়ি হাক। কাঁধে দুন্দুভি ডাক, ডা করে ডাক, মৃত্যুকে ডাক জীবন পানে। হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, ভেঙে ফেল কর রেলোপাট, রক্ত জমাট শিকল পূজার ভাসান বেদি। ওরে ও তরু নিশান, ওরে ও তরু নিশান, বাজা তোর প্রলয় বিষান, ধ্বংস নিশান, উড়ুক প্রাচীর প্রাচীর ভেদি। হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট। তোকে ডাক জীবন পানে। হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, ভেঙে ফেল কর রেলোপাট, রক্ত জমাট শিকল পূজার ভাসান বেদি। ওরে ও তরু নিশান, ওরে ও তরু নিশান, বাজা তোর প্রলয় বিষান, ধ্বংস নিশান, উড়ুক প্রাচীর প্রাচীর ভেদি। হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট, হারা রইল হো কপাট।
হিন্দুবাদ ইন্ডিয়া ইম্পোর্ট DFWতে একটি বিশ্বস্ত নাম। তাদের রয়েছে হালাল মিট, ফ্রেশ ভেজিটেবল, বাংলাদেশি তাজা মাছ, দেশি মশলা, দই তরকারি, ফোন কার্ড এবং আরো।
The Mughlai chain of restaurants changed the way Dallas perceives Indian food when they opened their first restaurant in Dallas and then a few years later in South Lake. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mughlai Express Indian cuisine in Frisco, in the southwest quadrangle of Dallas Parkway and Lebanon. The same eclectic mix of traditional Indian flavors in their first fast casual restaurant in Frisco at the Shops at Starwood. Mughlai Express Indian cuisine, now in Frisco.
आप अपने अगली फ्लाइट पर पैसा बचाना चाहते हैं पर समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं वो करे कैसे, राइट? जस्ट पिक अप द फोन एंड कॉल स्मार्ट फेयर्स. यस, इट्स दैट सिंपल.
क्योंकि बेस्ट प्राइसेस ऑनलाइन नहीं मिलेगी स्मार्ट फेयर्स पर. स्मार्ट फेयर्स हैज स्पेशल डील्स विद एयरलाइंस. स्मार्ट फेयर्स हेल्प्स फिल द अनसोल्ड प्राइसेस और देती है एयरलाइन एट अनबिलीवेबली लो प्राइसेस.
पैसे बचाइए और खर्च कीजिए दूसरे ट्रिप या शॉपिंग पर. सो अगली बार चीप फ्लाइट के लिए ऑनलाइन नहीं, कॉल कीजिए स्मार्ट फेयर्स को एंड गेट द लोएस्ट प्राइस ऑन योर नेक्स्ट फ्लाइट. और तो और आपको मिलेगा 75% ऑफ ऑन बिजनेस एंड फर्स्ट क्लास टिकट्स.
For your next travel, don't look beyond Smart Fares. आज ही कॉल करें Smart Fares के expert travel agents को. For details, call Smart Fares at 800-430-6722. That's 800-430-6722. Call Smart Fares at 800-430-6722. That's 800-430-6722.
I look at it every single day and I'm in awe.
That's Tracy talking about her amazing diamond ring from Diamonds Direct.
Better than anything I could ever imagine. Just fantastic. The biggest compliment is everybody says I've never seen anything like it.
And the shopping experience at Diamonds Direct?
Very laid back. Not one time did we feel like we were being pressured. Not one time did we feel like we were being asked to extend a budget we did not have. In fact, it was almost the opposite. Like, we completely respect the budget that you guys have. Let us see if we can make something work.
And how about the free service for life at Diamonds Direct?
I come back about once a month and I have them clean it, redip it so it's all shiny and new, and they will clean it every day if I walked in here every day. They're fantastic.
These days, Tracy walks around with Diamonds Direct business cards in her purse.
I hand them to strangers. When people say, "Where did you get that?" I go, "Here, this is where I got it." And they always go, "Oh, I hear the ads, but I've never been in there." I'm like, "Go in."
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
There's nothing like this anywhere else that I've seen.
Get directions, store hours, and more at diamondsdirect.com.
Hi, this is Kimberly Kinzer, a full-service immigration attorney. I handle green cards for family members and employees, deportation defense, fiancé visas, investors visas, employment visas, Violence Against Women's Act petitions, asylum, citizenship, including waivers for the English and history exams. My law firm is experienced in handling complicated cases, cases pending too long, and most importantly, federal litigation. Call 972-491-1145. For all of your immigration needs, call Kinzer Law Office in Richardson, 972-491-1145.
हिंदुस्तान ये देश है अलग अलग परंपराओं के संगम का, और जब खाने की बात हो तो ये संगम और भी प्यार से हो जाता है. पूरा हिंदुस्तान इन पकवानों के स्वाद में जैसे घुल मिल सा जाता है. ऐसे ही एक बेहतरीन खाने पीने का संगम मिलेगा आपको विष्णु जी की रसोई पर. छोले भटूरे हो या झुमका पाक, श्रीखंड हो या पूरन पोली, सब कुछ मिलेगा आपको विष्णु जी की रसोई पर. From the kitchen of renowned chef Vishnu Manohar, we bring to you the best of Maharashtrian and Punjabi cuisine. तो इस बेहतरीन संगम को चखने के लिए तैयार हो जाइए at 2023 West McDermott Drive in Allen. विष्णु जी की रसोई पर आइएगा जरूर.
Hello listeners, this is Anwar Azam CPA. Our office number is 469-340-2100. Our website aacpapc.com. Please contact us for your tax, accounting, payroll and audit needs. IRS and states are doing more and more audits, so file your taxes with expert advice and proper paperwork according to tax laws.
Great services provided by Anwar Azam CPA. You can contact them through his website, which is aacpapc.com. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, board certified in internal medicine, practicing for more than 10 years here in the Dallas Metroplex, Dr. Swati Mahapatra specializes in treating chronic medical conditions and practicing preventative medicine. She has primary care offices in Plano and McKinney, and you can call her at 972-758-4455 to schedule an appointment. She's accepting new patients, doing televisits during the COVID pandemic, as well as face-to-face clinic appointments. Her practice has on-site labs and diagnostic imaging facilities. 972-758-4455 for Dr. Swati Mahapatra.
ইন্দোপাক ইন্ডিয়া ইম্পোর্ট ডিএফডব্লিউতে একটি বিশ্বস্ত নাম। তাদের রয়েছে হালাল মিট, ফ্রেশ ভেজিটেবল, বাংলাদেশি তাজা মাছ, দেশি মশলা, দই তরকারি, ফোন কার্ড এবং আরো অনেক কিছু। বাজার করার পর যখন আপনি ক্ষুধার্ত হবেন, বসতে পারেন তাদের ক্যাফেতে বিভিন্ন মুখরোচক খাবার ও পানীয়র জন্য। ইন্দোপাক ইন্ডিয়া ইম্পোর্ট ডিএফডব্লিউতে একটি বিশ্বস্ত নাম। তাদের রয়েছে হালাল মিট, ফ্রেশ ভেজিটেবল, বাংলাদেশি তাজা মাছ, দেশি মশলা, দই তরকারি, ফোন কার্ড এবং আরো অনেক কিছু। বাজার করার পর যখন আপনি ক্ষুধার্ত হবেন, বসতে পারেন তাদের ক্যাফেতে বিভিন্ন মুখরোচক খাবার ও পানীয়র জন্য। ইন্দোপাক
আমি ফেরদৌসারা। আমার প্রিয় ডালাসের রেডিও আড্ডা নিশ্চয়ই আপনাদেরও প্রিয়। আপনারা শুনছেন রেডিও আড্ডা। রেডিও আড্ডা খুবই পছন্দ করি। আমি নিজেও দুবার আপনাদের সঙ্গে সাক্ষাৎ করেছি রেডিও আড্ডার মাধ্যমে। আপনারা সবাই ভালো থাকবেন। ডালাসের রেডিও আড্ডা নিশ্চয়ই আপনাদেরও প্রিয়। আমি ফেরদৌসারা। আমার প্রিয় ডালাসের রেডিও আড্ডা নিশ্চয়ই আপনাদেরও প্রিয়। আপনারা শুনছেন রেডিও আড্ডা। রেডিও আড্ডা খুবই পছন্দ করি। আমি নিজেও দুবার আপনাদের সঙ্গে সাক্ষাৎ করেছি রেডিও আড্ডার
এক সাগর রক্তের বিনিময়ে বাংলার স্বাধীনতা আনলে যারা, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না। দুঃসহ বেদনার কণ্ঠক অথবে শোষণের নাগ পাশ ছিলে যারা, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না। যুগের নিষ্ঠুর বন্ধন হতে মুক্তির বার্তা আনলে যারা, যুগের নিষ্ঠুর বন্ধন হতে মুক্তির বার্তা আনলে যারা, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, ভুলবো না, ভুলবো না। এক সাগর রক্তের বিনিময়ে বাংলার স্বাধীনতা আনলে যারা, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না। কিষান কিষানের গানে গানে, কিষান কিষানের গানে গানে, পদ্মা মেঘনা কলতানে বাউলে, একটা রাতে বাউলে, একটা রাতে আনন্দ ঝংকারে, আনন্দ ঝংকারে, আনন্দ ঝংকারে, তোমাদের নাম ঝংকৃত হবে, ঝংকৃত হবে, ঝংকৃত হবে, ঝংকৃত হবে। নতুন স্বদেশ গড়ার পথে তোমরা চিরদিন দিশারি রবে নতুন স্বদেশ গড়ার পথে তোমরা চিরদিন দিশারি রবে আমরা তোমাদের ভুলব না ভুলব না ভুলব না এক সাগর রক্তের বিনিময়ে বাংলার স্বাধীনতা আনলে যারা আমরা তোমাদের ভুলব না আমরা তোমাদের ভুলব না
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা শুনছিলাম স্বাধীনতার গান। সবাইকে রেডিও আড্ডা টিমের পক্ষ থেকে স্বাধীনতা দিবসের শুভেচ্ছা। আমরা সমস্ত শহীদ যারা আমাদের এই দেশের জন্য প্রাণ দিয়েছেন তাদেরকে তাদের এবং তাদের ফ্যামিলির প্রতি জানাচ্ছি বিনম্র শ্রদ্ধা। অ্যাজ উই সে ফ্রিডম ইজ নট ফ্রি। আপনারা জানেন যে আমাদের কত মা বোন সম্ভ্রম হারিয়েছে, কত প্রাণের বিনিময়ে আমরা এই স্বাধীনতা পেয়েছি। শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, কোনো কিছু শেয়ার করতে চাইলে কল করতে পারেন আমাদের স্টুডিও 214-817-3333। আর যারা অনলাইনে আছেন অল ওভার দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড থেকে তারা ইউজ করতে পারেন আপনাদের কিবোর্ডটি এবং কমিউনিকেট করতে পারেন আমাদের সাথে। আবার বলে দিচ্ছি যারা জয়েন করেছেন এখন আমাদের সাথে আছেন ডক্টর রাসেল হক, ইজ দ্য মেডিকেল ডিরেক্টর অ্যাট র্যাপিড সিটি কেয়ার। আমরা ব্রেকের পর আবার ফিরে এসেছি। আমরা চলে যাব ডক্টর রাসেল হকের কাছে। ডক্টর রাসেল হক বলছিলেন এই সেকশনটি আমরা মোটামুটি ইংলিশ বলার চেষ্টা করি কারণ উই ট্রাই টু কভার all the community member from different every country so they can get this medical help. So we'll try our best to speak English so that way everybody can be benefited from this. Now we have Dr. Russell Hawk from Rapid City Healthcare, Urgent Care, from his practice facility, Urgent Care in Irving, Texas. So I'm going to be welcoming back to Dr. Russell Hawk so he can continue covering that last part of the section that we talked about. If you don't have insurance, how can you get benefited with very reasonable cost? Welcome, Dr. Russell Hawk. If you could please continue, what kind of plan you have for the people who doesn't have insurance?
আচ্ছা, থ্যাংক ইউ সানি ভাই again.
Sure.
আমি প্রথমে বলি যে হাউ ডু উই প্ল্যান টু সেভ পিপল মানি। হ্যাঁ, তো এখন আমাদের বেসিক্যালি টু ডু দ্যাট আপনার ফার্স্ট ইউ হ্যাভ টু নো হেলথ কেয়ারে আপনার এক্সপেন্স গুলো কোথায়। ইউ হ্যাভ অ্যাকচুয়ালি ভেরি স্মল পোর্শন অফ দ্য কস্ট ইজ দি ডক্টরস ভিজিট, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য চিপার পার্ট অফ ইট। মোর এক্সপেন্সিভ পার্ট হলো আপনার যখন ল্যাব দরকার হয়, তখন ইমেজিং দরকার হয়, অ্যাডভান্সড ইমেজিং দরকার হয়, অথবা ইফ ইউ নিড এ স্পেশালিটি কেয়ার, so then it becomes more expensive. So we try to target all of those issues. তো প্রথমে আমরা যেটা করেছি যে we built our own high complexity lab and we try to pass on the cost to the patient. এখন typically যেটা হয়, you'll be so surprised at how much a lab cost and how much they actually charge. আপনি যদি cash patient হন, but we try to do it at a very low cost. That's on the lab part of it, and only way we can accomplish it by having our own lab, and so we take it out of hands of other
In-house.
Yes. The second thing we have our own in-house X-rays and imaging, and we also try to do it cheaper for our own cash patient. Now, also the other thing as far as imaging goes, we cannot obviously do every single imaging that's needed to be done, advanced imaging in-house. There are some of them we have to do, send it out to. There's only few specialty places in the Metroplex that can do such advanced imaging, suppose bone scan and different, MRI and things like that. And it doesn't really make sense for us to have that also in-house. But what we did, we actually made a contract with few local imaging center with a special rate that sometime, I mean, we can discuss numbers if we have time, but sometime we can actually get rates at cheaper than what your copay would be, and it's very, yeah. So that's on the imaging side of it. But the other better part of it, actually, because we're going to give them preferential treatment. So they are actually going to do, so suppose if you need an MRI or if you need a CT, we can make it happen in less than 24 hours. And a lot of time what happens is your doctor give you a referral and they go through the insurance approval process and this and that. But also cash patient, it doesn't matter. But then you still have to go through the imaging center and then they might say, give you an appointment a week later. And they don't usually fit you in unless you have a emergency, right? So, but the imaging centers that we have contract with, we have that kind of relationship that every single of our patient gets the preferential treatment and get a status, means they will do it whenever we send them there. And the results gets done within 30 minutes, we have the report, from radiologist report. So all our x-rays and all imaging gets read by board certified radiologist. And you get the readings, suppose if you do a certain x-ray, you get the reading before you go home, before you leave us. You'll get a radiologist reading, but of course we read our own x-rays also. We'll tell you, but for reassurance, you can get an official radiologist reading also before you go. Also, monitor and if you have your own primary care doctor, and if you're having hard time getting your CT or MRIs done, you can contact us. We can make it happen very fast for you. So you don't go through the headache of, 3 weeks from now. And I'll just tell you just a quick example. I had a patient that I have recently diagnosed with some sort of cancer. And if she went through outside doctor, she did actually have another doctor, have been complaining for a long time. Didn't get happen. I kind of took over from her own doctor. And within first day, we diagnosed her with having a pretty invasive cancer. 2, she's already about to start her treatment. So when you comes to, that's a very extreme case, but if that patient had to wait for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, your survival depends on it, right? How long you're going to survive, that depends on it. So these kind of things that all the delays, we're trying to target, how do we make it more efficient and cost saving for patients? So the labs and imaging, and now as far as the specialty care, what we are trying to do for our cash patient, we have contracted with various specialty, many different type of specialty, to give discounted price for our cash patients. So if you need a cardiology care, if you need rheumatologist, if you need any specialty care, we can send you to someone that they will not charge you what they typically charge for their insured patient or non-insured patient. If for them to get our referral, they have to give you that discounted price. So we can get it done very cheap way. And I really, this is my wish also, that's the trend we're trying to set, to bypass insurance and cut them out. Hopefully, the problem is, doctors are not empowered, or they don't have, a lot of time we don't have the time or capacity to really take bold measures, because, we all have lives also, and we just don't want to jeopardize it a lot of time. So a lot of doctors don't take bold measures, but I hope people, clinics, and all the other urgent care, they take charge, and start cutting insurances out and help patients, and that's our goal,
So can you give our listeners some sort of idea, like, let's say, just a very high level? I know it's very hard to tell.
Yeah.
Like, so if I go for regular doctor visit, just like PCP that we go to,
right,
and I don't know, you can or not compare between if I had an insurance, I have to pay copay, then I have insurance will pay them that doctor, right? But if I'm a cash patient, how is differ?
আমি তার আগে একটা কথা বলি, আপনি একটা ভালো পয়েন্ট বলছেন যে সামটাইমস এটা আপনাদের বা এই কস্টটা ইজ লেস দেন কোপে। আসলে যাদের ইন্স্যুরেন্স নাই, তাদের মোস্ট স্কেরি পার্ট, দে থিঙ্ক দ্যাট it will cost them fortune. So hopefully আপনার কথা শুনে they will get a little bit confidence and they can go to doctor. A lot of people doesn't go to doctor purposely because of that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, for cash patient, healthcare really is not that expensive if you go to the right people. এখন তারপরেও I will never tell anyone not to have insurance. I have insurance even though I never see a single doctor, right? যে কারণে আমাদের ইন্স্যুরেন্সটা রাখতে হয় ফর ক্যাটাস্ট্রফিক ইস্যু, রাইট? ইফ আই এন্ড আপ ইন আইসিইউ, আমি এন্ড আপ উইথ $500,000 বিল, রাইট? সো আমরা অনেকেই কিন্তু ইন্স্যুরেন্স রাখে, বাট
And for
ইউজুয়ালি
God,
যেটা
God
হয়,
forbid if you have cancer or something
right,
major.
absolutely. So you have to have that.
Right.
But typically, what you pay every month, you can see your doctor every month. Every 2 weeks, you can see them, and you'll pay less what you pay for the whole year for most patients. You know, and the insurance companies, they're taking advantage of that. You know, and the fear of people. You know, but. So if you have to, I mean, if you can keep insurance, you keep it. But for cash patient, except, I mean, it will become expensive anyway if you get to that point that if you end up in ICU, or if you have very expensive care, specialized care that needs a lot of money, we cannot do much about that, at least at this time. But until our goal is not to get there, and only a small fraction of our patients will get to that point. You know, so our goal is to keep you healthy and catch things early, so you don't get to that point.
Along with that, I know we are very limited time, but Dr. Russell cannot give us all the pricing. But if you go to rapidcitycare.com, and then you will have all the pricing there. If you don't have insurance, like all you have to go and there is on their website and click on the service pricing. So that gives you some idea. So nothing to worry about it if you don't have insurance. But again, we are not saying you don't carry insurance, like Dr. Russell say. You always have to have insurance. But again, if you happen that you don't have insurance, please go to rapidcitycare.com. So now we are going to ask a couple of questions, few questions to Dr. Russell Hogg. First of all, I know we are, thanks to God and Allah, that we are getting out almost from the COVID and pandemic. But again, can you tell our listeners, I know I heard it will be not free or not free anymore, the COVID testing. What does that mean?
Okay, so first of all, I mean, maybe if I can clarify something a little bit. As far as COVID, right? This COVID will not disappear.
No.
You know, it will be around. You know, and even just to give you a statistics, it's not in the news, but it's around. You know, even now, on average, just for last 1 week, about 800 plus patients is dying a day. And last month, February 15th, around that time, there was about 2,500 people was dying on average in that weekend, right? And right now it's about 800. That's a large number. So everybody have to still take it pretty seriously.
Even one is too much.
One is too much if it's you, right?
Right,
And,
exactly.
So you just don't want to. So take all the precautions. Try to stay away from it. You know, if you can, avoid contact and take vaccination. And we'll probably talk about vaccination also. So let me first address your question, Sunny Bhai, that why it's not free. So just to clarify that point, you know, it was never free. You know, it's actually free for the patient.
Right.
That doesn't mean all the places. I mean, some places actually have claimed, okay, yeah, no one was doing charity. You know, it was never a charity. It was actually funded by the federal government, by the HHS, Health and Human Services Department, and they did the funding through HRSA. And basically anyone that provided testing and vaccination, and they mandated if you don't have insurance, they will pay for it. They gave a guarantee to all the providers, all the doctors and clinic and hospital that, okay, you will get paid. Just do whatever it takes to get it under control. So, and that's what a lot of doctors and places and facilities that did. But there are some places they have taken advantage of people because they have actually got the money or will get the money from the federal government. They still charge cash money from patient. That was completely inappropriate and not legal. So it was never free, and to the account now, even now, it's actually free for the insured patient. আপনার যদি insurance থাকে, it's actually still free, and it will be free forever because The reason free
That's
means,
why you have
right?
insurance.
Because,
But actually, it's free for the patient, but insurance company is
Insurance
paying
companies are paying.
instead of federal government.
So federal government. So
Yeah.
federal government started HRSA is the insurance. So basically, they gave you a temporary insurance for COVID related issue, but unfortunately, that has dried up. So basically, the federal government on March 22nd, they said, okay, there will be no more funding. Because now they need money for Ukraine or whatnot. So Congress did not approve additional funding. So from March 22nd, there will be no more free COVID testing if you don't have money. I mean, if you don't have insurance. But if you have insurance, it will always be, because you get, suppose if you have flu, right? You can go to your doctor, get tested and treated. You pay your copay or whatnot. This will be no different. This is just another disease. So nothing will change. And if you have insurance and take it seriously, do everything you would have done anyway. For non-insured patient, you have to pay. But for us also, we are going to do it as cheap as possible. But sometimes people don't realize, because a lot of time people saw a lot of pop-up tent and this and that, right? Mm-hmm. So they thought, okay, it's a very complicated process. People think, oh yeah, it's just a tent and that's a swab and then you know the result, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll just tell you briefly the complication in it. That's only the collecting of sample, right? Sample comes to the lab, and we have to we extract the DNA, the RNA from we use the analyzer, PCR analyzer. And so basically what it does, it extracts the RNA. The machine, it's a polymer called, I don't want to make it too complicated, but basically by PCR or polymerase chain reaction, it duplicates it until we can detect it, right? So that process is very, very complicated. It costs, to run that machine, a lot of people don't know, it costs about $2,000 an hour.
Wow.
It's that expensive, right? And in 2,000 hours, you can do about 100 tests, right? Or 90 plus tests. And so it's very, very expensive. So now, before it was passed on to the federal government, right? To HSS or HRSA. Now there's no place to pass it on, right? So basically now we have to figure out what's our cost, because we cannot run at a loss, right?
No.
And and then we have to say, okay, this is the minimum, but we will definitely will provide. Even now we're already doing that. I don't want to name price. You can call and say that, because because a lot of other places are doing this. So you can call us and see what's the rate at Rapid City, but we'll do it as low as possible. And we're also making it happen in less than 24 hours, and most results are actually within 12 hours. You will get it. And now we have, briefly, I'll tell you about the two options of rapid test and PCR test. Do you want me to get into that?
Yeah, we have 2.5 minutes before the next break, so you can continue.
Okay. So basically, now if you have symptoms, it will be very important for you to get. You can actually get home COVID tests. I think the government sent few tests, so get those tests. There's a very high chance you may turn positive on the rapid antigen test, rapid test that you do at home, or we can do it at our place, or every other place probably can do it. But the thing is, the sensitivity is not very high. So typically, if you can test yourself 3 times back to back, your sensitivity goes up to about 85%. 3 bar korle, there is a 15% chance that after third time, you may still be positive and not pick up. After first test, the sensitivity of the test is about 50 to 60%. So basically, it's a little bit better than a coin flip, right? If you flip your coin, you have 50% chance.
Right.
So, but then the way the companies that made this test, the way they would say, 85% is actually after third test. You do 3 tests back to back, not immediately, but 3 tests after a certain gap. And but versus the PCR is actually highly sensitive. So PCR test is the reason it's so sensitive. After rapid test, it detects the protein on the surface of the virus. Versus the PCR test tests the DNA of it starts off with the RNA and duplicates it and then detects the DNA. So you need only very minute amount of DNA, RNA, and you will test positive. So chances are, specific science it's very, very sensitive test. So if you feel that if you are immunocompromised, if you are diabetic, if you have major illnesses, right, then then definitely I would suggest you get a PCR test done. But if you're not sick, then do COVID rapid test.
So, listeners, stay with us. In few seconds, 30, 40 seconds, we'll go to our next break. As you know, every 30 minutes, we have an automatic break that which we cannot control, we cannot stop. So please stay with us. Like I said, don't touch that remote or dial the knob or anything. Don't touch anything. Just stay with us. Dr. Russell is with us, and we will listen some music and we'll talk to him. So that way, you guys don't have to you listen all the medical term. So again, we'll come back after the break and we will continue. So stay with us, and we will. আপনাদের যদি কোনো গানের রিকোয়েস্ট থাকে, please do call us, and we will play your music or song.
You're listening to KZMJ K281CS, Lucas, McKinney, 104.1 FM KHSE, Wiley, 700 AM, Radio Caravan. Join the caravan, powered by Discount Power. For more information, visit discountpowertx.com.
Hi Vaibhav, do you know any realtor that can list my home for sale?
Arey yaar, anyone can list a home in this market. But if you're looking for someone to market your home extensively and get you top dollar, go with Ajay Prabhu of Beam Real Estate. Ajay has sold several homes quickly with multiple offers over list price using his 10-step marketing plan.
Oh, nice. How do I contact him?
You can contact Ajay Prabhu at 469-996-3104 or through his website ajayprabhu.com. Call him and ask him for the 10-step marketing plan and you will be truly wowed.
A style so unconventional, a design to flaunt, a craft so distinct. Celebrate being you with a timeless treasure at Tilak Jewelers. Visit Tilak Jewelers to see the latest designs and pieces in 22-karat gold, antique kundan and diamond jewelry at the best price. Tilak Jewelers at 8300 North MacArthur Boulevard in Irving. For more information, call 972-594-8252 or visit tilakjewelers.com. Also visit facebook.com/Tilak Dallas.
13 years of catering and experience in the restaurant business, N Chef Indian Cuisine is the latest offering of Nikita and Nishant, and hence the N in the N Chef.
For North Indian and Karachi style 100% Zabiya halal food, go to N Chef Indian Cuisine.
Their top selling dishes are tandoori chicken,
Seekh kebab,
beef bihari kebab,
boti kebab,
and don't forget to ask for their mouth-watering faluda.
Try their special breakfast menu on weekends, halwa, puri sabzi and goat paya, or the weekend special chaat menu.
Dine-in, take-out, catering and party room available for 30 to 40 people. Call them to cater for any occasion, any size at 469-715-5050.
For more details, log on to chefplano.com. N Chef Indian Cuisine is located on the southeast corner of Kuwait and Legacy at 3948 Legacy Drive in Plano. It's N Chef Indian Cuisine, only for foodies.
Radio Caravan is happy to announce that the Bollywood actress Preeti Zinta will be in Dallas on Sunday, March 27th at the Grand Center in Plano to crown the winner of the Miss South Asia World Pageant.
Hi everyone, this is Preeti Zinta and I'm going to be coming for the Miss South Asia World Pageant and the South Asian Women Empowerment Gala at the Grand Center in Plano, Dallas on the 27th of March. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Rashmi Bedi and Mr. Janet Bedi from My Dream TV USA for making this happen, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all you wonderful ladies out there. I hope you're participating because I'm going to be crowning some wonderful, beautiful women out there. So looking forward to seeing all of you there. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye.
Have a love affair with the unique taste combination of Tex-Mex and Indian cuisine at Jimmy's Burger and Grill in Plano and Irving.
Their juicy beef and chicken burgers are Texas-sized, overflowing with unbelievable flavors. They serve everything from steaming hot biryanis, samosas, and for all you tea lovers, chai.
They're committed to providing all-natural meat that is hormone, antibiotic, and preservative-free. Jimmy's Burger and Grill can also come to you.
Host your next corporate wedding or birthday party with them. For details about catering, dine-in, or carry-out, call 469-298-3611 or visit jimmysbigburger.com.
Valley Ranch Irving. For details, visit myperryperry.com.
Hi, Mirchi.
You know what makes every diamond unique and special are its 4 C's: cut, clarity, color, and carat weight. But do you know what makes Diamonds Direct special and unique? It's our own 4 C's. The first C, concept. Diamonds Direct has revolutionized jewelry shopping by eliminating middleman markups and giving you direct access to the world's finest diamonds straight from the diamond cutters. The second C, choice. Diamonds Direct's multi-million-dollar selection of precious diamonds is unparalleled, and with over 4,000 designer settings to choose from, you are empowered to make a decision that works for your style and taste. The third C, confidence. With a nationwide price guarantee, free lifetime warranty, our unique 110% diamond upgrade policy, and our no-pressure, no-risk environment, you have total peace of mind. And the fourth C, community. Every year, we partner with local charities and nonprofits with significant donations of time, money, and jewelry to make this a better place for everyone. Diamonds Direct, as unique, special, and rare as every diamond in our showcase. Official jeweler of the Cowboys on Preston Road and in Frisco.
বাংলার স্বাধীনতা আনলে যারা আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না। দুঃসহ বেদনার শোষণে না ফিরলে যারা আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না। যুগের নিঠুর বন্ধতে তেরে বারতা আনলে যারা, যুগের নিঠুর বন্ধতে তেরে বারতা আনলে যারা আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, ভুলবো না, ভুলবো না। বিনিময়ে বাংলার স্বাধীনতা আনলে যারা আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না। কিষান কিষানে গানে গানে, কিষান কিষানে গানে গানে, অতা মেঘে না অযথানে বলে একতারাতে, বলে একতারাতে আনন্দ ঝঙ্কার, আনন্দ ঝঙ্কারে তোমাদের নাম শঙ্কিত হবে, শঙ্কিত হবে, শঙ্কিত হবে, শঙ্কিত হবে। নতুন স্বদেশ গড়া হবে, তোমরা চিরদিন পিতারি রবে, নতুন স্বদেশ গড়া হবে, তোমরা চিরদিন পিতারি রবে, আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না, ভুলবো না, ভুলবো না। বাবা আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না আমরা তোমাদের ভুলবো না
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা শুনছিলাম রিকোয়েস্টেড সং রিকোয়েস্ট করেছিলেন হাবিব সোলাইমান ফ্রম বাংলাদেশ। শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা আফটার দ্য লং ব্রেক আমরা চলে এসেছি আপনাদের সাথে। আপনারা শুনছেন রেডিও আড্ডা বাংলা, বাংলাদেশি শো অন রেডিও ক্যারাভান প্ল্যাটফর্ম। আমরা শোটি নিয়ে আসি প্রতি শনিবার দুপুর 1টা থেকে 3টে পর্যন্ত আপনাদের জন্য। অল্প আড্ডা, অল্প গান, সবকিছু নিয়ে একটি মিক্সড। আজকে নিয়ে এসেছি আপনাদের জন্য কিছু হেলথ ইনফরমেশন। আমাদের সাথে আছেন ডক্টর রাসেল হক। আপনারা শুনেছেন যে ওনাদের সার্ভিসগুলো, এবং এই দেশে জানেন আপনারা সবাই যে insurance is a biggest thing. It's very expensive, very hard to get it unless you work for some corporate. Still, you pay a lot of copay. But again, if you don't have insurance and you cannot get one, and that is the solution he brought to us in the DFW area. His facility is Irving, Texas. It's called Rapid City Care. And it's very reasonable price if you don't have insurance. But again, if you have insurance, you still can go. They provide all kind of service, as we talked about it every Saturday. It's a one-stop shopping kind of thing. You have pharmacy, you have pediatric care, you have pretty much everything. So, let's go back to Dr. Russell Hawk, and he can kind of close out the non-insured thing within few words. Actually, we closed that. So he was talking about the COVID testing. As you know, that he mentioned that federal government did close down the door because they don't have any more money, because we have to spend money somewhere else now.
Yeah, we're paying to Ukraine.
Right.
$800 billion.
That's the truth. Yeah.
So Bundura, please, let's go and to our next question. Vaccination. I mean, as Dr. Hawk say, we still almost 800 people dying each day. So it's not gone, but it's a lot better. But again, only way you can protect yourself, believe in vaccination. So I'm going to go back to the professional, Dr. Russell Hawk.
Okay, thank you, Sunny Bhai. So definitely, I am going to suggest everybody get vaccinated because there is no cure once you get the contract the virus, right? We can actually minimize your symptoms and we can take you out of danger and try to save people's life. But why get to that point? And the other thing, there's a lot of people, they don't want to take vaccination because there's so many things online, this and that. What you have to look at, what is the harm, right? And how many people truly got harmed by it. Even if you don't believe in it, you look at the data, that how many people that got vaccinated died and how many did not get vaccinated died. Just that data by itself should convince you that we get vaccinated. Now, a lot of people, and nowadays, because you don't hear about COVID or it's gone, this and that, it's down significantly. So a lot of people might think, oh yeah, I'm safe. I don't worry about it. So first thing I want to talk about vaccination, how long does it last? When you take suppose flu vaccine, right? Typically it lasts for about 1 year or a little bit less. But with this COVID vaccine, it lasts about, the federal government will tell you, CDC will tell you it lasts about 5 months. And but if you actually check the antibody level, it doesn't. It starts to decline drastically. But probably you stay at the peak at about 3 months. By 4th month, it's almost gone. And that's what it is if you actually do test somebody's antibody level. Antibodies, that's what will protect you.
We're going to interrupt you to take a call. Let's see. Listeners, you are on air.
Hi.
Yes,
আমি জাহিন বলছি। Is it okay if I talk in Bengali?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, বলেন।
জি, আমি জাহিন বলছি। আমি কারেন্টলি ইউটিএ তে একটি স্টুডেন্ট। আমার কিছু প্রশ্ন ছিল কোভিড নিয়ে।
Please go ahead. Dr. Russell is listening.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
জি। তো আমার প্রশ্ন ছিল যে আমার একজন বন্ধু কারেন্টলি কিছু সিমটমস দেখাচ্ছে, একটু জ্বর ভাব আসতেছে, and he's feeling that ওর প্রবলি একটু যদি কোভিড টেস্টিং করাতে পারতো তাহলে ভালো হতো। সো আই হ্যাভ বিন লুকিং ফর সাম ফ্রি টেস্টিং সাইট, কিন্তু পাচ্ছি না ঠিক। এন্ড ইটস নট দ্যাট আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটি এখন চেক করছে। তো I was hoping I could get to know some sites where I can do that testing for my friend.
So as I was telling you, the free COVID testing is actually gone. It's because the federal government stopped funding. But good, I mean, your friend is a student. So what's there? Actually, probably it's a good thing that he's a student because as far as I know, University of Dallas with they are offering some sort of testing, free COVID testing. They are funding it. I don't take my word for it, but that's what I have read somewhere that they are offering free testing with their own funding, and I'm assuming it's not for everybody because then there will be a big line over there. It's probably for their student, so you can contact them because he's a student and see if they would offer it for free. But yeah, I think if he's symptomatic, and most of the symptoms are everybody probably already know, especially with this last one, is mostly kind of flu-like symptom, not even as severe, and a little bit of sore throat, body ache, low-grade fever, and those kind of symptoms. So it could be COVID or it could be anything else. But if he's a young man and then doesn't have a lot of risk, right? He can probably do the rapid test first, at least do it more than one time. And of course, if symptoms progress, then he need to be tested by PCR, and get treated, of course.
Okay. So এখন তাহলে what would you suggest? তাহলে এখন কি করা যায়?
What I would suggest, check because the antigen tests are not that expensive. You can even get it for less than probably $10-11 you can get it. And if you have gotten, as far as I know, you can, the government has issued 4 tests for everybody. I don't know the exact number where to call and how to get it, but you can probably go online and look for it, Google it and see. You should be able to secure 4 tests. Every citizen can get 4 tests from the federal government to test themselves at home. So he can quickly get it from somewhere, right? And but if he can spend $10-12, probably get a rapid test, and but if you have to get PCR, you ask him to contact us. We'll try to do is the cheapest that we can for him.
Okay.
And especially, so I'll just tell you, we have that brings us to a next thing. We actually have special programs for students, for our আমাদের বাংলাদেশি স্টুডেন্টদের জন্য। তো এখন উনি যদি if he shows us that he is a student and then ID, we will pretty much do it at cost, and so but he has to show that he's a student and ask him to contact us, and we tried to actually do that. We didn't talk about it here, we talked about that in somewhere else. For all Bangladeshi students, I know what they go through. I went through it, all the struggle and all those things. So anything and everything possible, we'll do it for the students so they can focus on their education, not just.
আপনার friend কোথায় থাকে, কোন সিটিতে?
আর্লিংটনে থাকছে।
আর্লিংটন থেকে ডক্টর রাসেল হকের অফিস খুব একটা দূরে না, 20 minutes drive, close to MacArthur and 183, that area. So if you go to Rapid City Care and call them, and they will be happy to, as he say, at cost, So that I think the best direction, because otherwise, if you are in North Texas or this area, I have few, but again, I mean all the way Allen, too far. So I think if you take it there, basically, as Dr. Russell Huck saying that it's better to do a couple of tests and then go from there. Is that right, Dr. Huck?
Right. I'm going to suggest this to my friend, and or probably he might contact you. I mean, just let me pitch this idea to him. Sure. This has been really helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sorry to interrupt you, Dr. Hawk. Please continue.
So I was okay. As far as, let me just bring this up real quick. As far as the cost uninsured patient, a lot of you already may know, but if anyone that don't have insurance, you can go to healthcare.gov and try to, so that's the healthcare exchange where you can get insurance, right? So if you are not, suppose if you're a student but you're a legal resident, you can get it, or if you're a citizen, you can get it. So go to healthcare.gov, try to get those insurance that are offered, and those are income based. So if you don't make too much money, your payment will be very, very low. So I just wanted to bring that up. Like, a lot of people, we do get some patients that could have gotten it, but they are not taking advantage of it. So we go there if the exchange is still open, or whenever it does open up every year. So you can get your insurance, next whenever it opens up.
থ্যাংক ইউ ডক্টর রাসেল হক। আমি একটি কমেন্ট পড়ছি, বিরাজ রয়, মহান স্বাধীনতা দিবসের শুভেচ্ছা সবাইকে। উই আর দ্য প্যারেন্টস অফ অদিতি রয়, came here again from Dhaka and hearing Radio Adda. We like this channel very much. This time we will stay here in Frisco, Texas for more 5 months. Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah, আপনাকে আমার মনে আছে, বিরাজ রয় and অদিতিও আমাদের স্টুডিওতে এসেছিল। So welcome back to Dallas again, and thank you for nice word. শোনার জন্য, আমাদেরকে শোনার জন্য অনেক ধন্যবাদ। শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, আপনারা শুনছেন রেডিও আড্ডা, বাংলাদেশি শো অন রেডিও ক্যারাভান প্ল্যাটফর্ম। আমরা নিয়ে আসি আপনাদের জন্য শোটি প্রতি শনিবার দুপুর 1টা থেকে 3টে পর্যন্ত। হোপফুলি আমরা ডে লাইট সেভিংস টাইম দিয়ে যাচ্ছিলাম, এখন নতুন ডে লাইট সেভিংস আছে। সো হোপফুলি সিনেট অলরেডি পাস করেছে যে ডে লাইট সেভিংস স্টপ করে দেবে। কংগ্রেস থেকে পাস হলে দেন উই ডোন্ট হ্যাভ টু চেঞ্জ আওয়ার টাইম ব্যাক এন্ড ফোর্থ 1 hour. উই ক্যান স্টেন্ড দ্য ওয়ান টাইম এন্ড ইট উইল বি গুড ফর বাংলাদেশ। এই টাইমটা বাংলাদেশের জন্য সুবিধা, কারণ ওরা 1 ঘন্টা পিছনে। সো they don't have to stay with us late night. So again, thank you সবাইকে আমাদের সাথে যোগ দেওয়ার জন্য। একটি কমিউনিটি মেসেজ, যেটা অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আপনারা জানেন যে অ্যালেন মসজিদ আজকে 300 বক্স রমাদান বক্স ফর নিডি পিপল, যাতে পুরো মাসের গ্রোসারি এইভাবে আমরা তৈরি করে থাকি। সো 300 বক্স করেছি, সেটা কালকে আমাদের রিফিউজি এবং নিডি পিপলের মধ্যে ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করা হবে। অলসো উই মেড এভরি 4th Saturday 300 sandwich for homeless and needy people, and we take it to downtown. That's been done today. So thank you for all the volunteers who contributed, who helped it. So again, thank you so much. So Shota Bundura, if you have any song request or anything, please do call us 214-817-3333, or যারা অনলাইনে আছেন তারাও রিকোয়েস্ট করতে পারেন। তো আমি পরবর্তী কোশ্চেনে চলে যাচ্ছি ডক্টর রাসেল হকের কাছে। All the tests that you guys run there, right? Basically like flu, RSV, strep, blood draw, all kind of thing. Can you give very high level summary for our listeners?
So as far as actually the flu, RSV, and those mentioned, those are just basic tests, right? If you have upper respiratory symptoms or something like that, right? We do all the specialized tests, and any complex tests that you need, you can do that. Actually, apni jeta bolchen Sani bhai, so this brings us to our other thing, that how we are trying to, what we're trying to do within our capacity to help. So আমি আপনাকে এখন আপনি যে টেস্টগুলোর কথা বলেন না, যেমন আমাদের ফ্লু, RSV, strep, STD testing, UA, there are a lot of tests. আমাদের our patients are smart enough to know that, okay, if you go to the doctor, this is the test you, like suppose if you are burning with urination, right? All you need is a urine test to get diagnosed with UTI, and then your doctor will give you the antibiotic. So that process, you go through that process, you pay the doctor's fee, right? And then you pay for the lab, and then you get an antibiotic, right? Now, we're trying to take some of that away from empower patient a little bit. So we have a panel of tests that we are offering that you don't even need a doctor's visit. So suppose if you come tell us, okay, yeah, you have urinary symptom, you don't have to see us necessarily. We actually have a drive-through window also, and that we use for our COVID testing, but we are going to continue that for all these other programs that we're going to install. And I believe we are the first in the whole nation that is going to offer tests beyond COVID and test, that we're trying to actually come up with this idea, and we're hoping that other people follow. So basically we have a panel of tests that you can come and then request it, and without a doctor's visit. So the way it will work, you get the test, before you go, you get the result. If it's positive, you can either make a televisit with us, or you can go see your doctor. At that point, any doctor, you don't have to see us. You can go to your doctor and say, okay, look, I'm positive for a strep. What do I need, right? Obviously, for me to prescribe you antibiotic, is not allowed by medical board to give you antibiotic without seeing you, or at least a televisit, right? So basically, you can either make a televisit with us, you can do a physical visit with us, or you can go see your doctor or call your doctor at that point that look, or a televisit with your doctor that look, I am positive for a strep, because for you to get diagnosed with a strep, it could have taken 2 weeks, right? Because you're trying to get an appointment with your doctor and say, okay, yeah, come in 2 weeks. By that time, it's worse or better, right? So you come to us, get tested. If it's positive, you call your doctor or us, then okay, I need medicine, right? We take care of you, but you save a lot of money. If it's negative, you just don't waste your money on, for the doctor visit and all that, right? You only pay for the test itself,
Right.
So suppose right now our strep test costs like $29, right? You come, drive through test, get tested, and done. So
listeners, within a few seconds, we're going to go to our last break. So before we go to the break, in 30 seconds, I want to talk about Disrepute City Healthcare. They are in, like I say, one shopping for everything: urgent care, primary care, pediatric care, virtual visit, labs, X-ray, pharmacy. They do COVID test and the vaccination all under one roof. 214-239-4044, 214-308-1106, rapidcitycare.com. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly after our last break, and you can request or ask any question to Dr. Russell Hawk. শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, I guess আমাদের technical কিছু difficulties, which is good. We're not going to go break because the previous break was longer, so they give us the bonus. So শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, আমরা চলে যাচ্ছি আমাদের ডক্টর রাসেল হকের কাছে। অ্যাকচুয়ালি লেটস গো একটা গান শুনে আসি, কারণ আমরা অনেকক্ষণ ধরে গান শুনতেছি না। গান শুনে আসি, গান শুনে এসে আমরা আবার ডক্টর হকের কাছে চলে যাব, so we can learn more stuff.
আমাদের রক্ত টকবক দুলছে মুক্তির দীপ্ত তারুণ্যে হায় হোক রক্তির প্রচ্ছদ পথ, হায় হোক রক্তির প্রচ্ছদ পথ, তবু করি না ভয়। জয় বাংলা, বাংলার জয়, জয় বাংলা, বাংলার জয়। অসতের ছাই যেন রাখালের বাঁশুরি হয়ে গেছে একেবারে স্তব্ধ, চারিদিকে শুনি আজ নিদারুণ হাহাকার আর ওই কান্নার শব্দ। অসতের ছাই যেন রাখালের বাঁশুরি হয়ে গেছে একেবারে স্তব্ধ, চারিদিকে শুনি আজ নিদারুণ হাহাকার আর ওই কান্নার শব্দ। শাসনের নামে চলে শোষণের সুকঠিন যন্ত্র, অদ্রের হুঙ্কার শৃঙ্খল ভাঙতে সংগ্রামী জনতা অতন্ত্র। তিলে তিলে বাঙালির এই পরাজয়, তিলে তিলে বাঙালির এই পরাজয়, আর করি না ভয়। জয় বাংলা, বাংলার জয়, জয় বাংলা, বাংলার জয়। বুখার বেকারের মিছিলটা যেন দিন দিন শুধু বেড়ে যাচ্ছে, রোদে পুড়ে জলে ভিজে অসহায় হয়ে আজ ফুটপাতে তারা ঠাঁই পাচ্ছে। বুখার বেকারের মিছিলটা যেন দিন দিন শুধু বেড়ে যাচ্ছে, রোদে পুড়ে জলে ভিজে অসহায় হয়ে আজ ফুটপাতে তারা ঠাঁই পাচ্ছে। বারবার ঘুঘু এসে খেয়ে যেতে দেব না আর বাংলার দুশ্মন তোষামোদি চাটুকার সাবধান 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 এই দিন সৃষ্টি লড়িয়াছি হবে রঙিন সৃষ্টি লড়িয়াছি হবে রঙিন তাই মানি না কোন সংশয় জয় বাংলা বাংলার জয় জয় বাংলা বাংলার জয় মায়েদের বুকে আজ শিশুদের দুধ নেই অনাহারে তাই শিশু কাঁদছে গরিবের পেটে আজ ভাত নেই দাঁড়ে দাঁড়ে তাই ছুটে যাচ্ছে মায়েদের বুকে আজ শিশুদের দুধ নেই অনাহারে তাই শিশু কাঁদছে গরিবের পেটে আজ ভাত নেই দাঁড়ে দাঁড়ে তাই ছুটে যাচ্ছে মামুনের পরনে কাপড়ের লেশ নেই লজ্জায় কেঁদে কেঁদে ফিরছে ওষুধের অভাবে প্রতিটি ঘরে ঘরে ধুকে সুখে ধুকে ধুকে মরছে অন্ন চাই বস্ত্র চাই বাঁচার মতো বাঁচতে চাই অত্যাচারী শোষকের আজ মুক্তি নাই মুক্তি নাই মুক্তি নাই
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা শুনছিলাম স্বাধীনতার একটি গান। শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা আপনারা জানেন স্বাধীনতা ফ্রি না, ফ্রিডম ইজ নট ফ্রি। তো আবারও রেডিও আড্ডা টিমের পক্ষ থেকে সমস্ত শহীদদের বিনম্র শ্রদ্ধা, তাদের ফ্যামিলির জন্য, তারা যা হারিয়েছেন সব কিছুর জন্য। শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা কালকে একটি বাসায় কথা হচ্ছিল, বাট ওই কথা বললে অনেক মন খারাপ হয়ে যায় যে অনেক লোকই এখন স্বাধীনতা সার্টিফিকেট নিয়ে ঘুরছে, তাদের যারা ওই সময় জন্ম হয়নি, বাট টু গেট দ্য বেনিফিট দে ডু দ্যাট। সো আনফর্চুনেট, বাট এগেইন থার্ড ওয়ার্ল্ড কান্ট্রি আমাদের এইগুলো থাকবেই। শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা আমাদের হাতে এখনো আছে কিছু সময়।
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা আমরা তো অনেক কিছুই কথা বললাম, so let's talk a couple of things that we also needed in our life. So first of all, that if you are looking for a buy house or property or if you want to rent a house, please do call one or only our own Tania. Her phone number is 972-814-5983. As you know, these days doing mortgage and finding house is not a easy task. She will take all the stress on her shoulder and she will make it happen, trust me. And there is a lot of program out there and she can explain all this thing to you. Just one thing I want to tell you, that a lot of people thinks, like the doctor said, that a lot of people get scared about the price, but it's not really that expensive when you go to doctor with that. So same thing here also, that a lot of people think that I don't have a 20% down payment, I'm not going to get a mortgage. No, that's not true. There is a lot of program that you may qualify. So please do give her a call, 972-814-5983. Then America is an immigrant society and we all need immigration help, one or other, like my generation or our generation. So please do give a call, Davis and Association, Gary Davis. His number is 214-628-9888, and he is a board certified and he does only immigration, nothing else, absolutely nothing else. So it's not one of those law firm that does everything. So he does only immigration. So his number is 214-628-9888. And also do mention Radio Adda. Your first consulting will be absolutely free. So let's get back to our professional, our doctor.
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা আবারও আপনাদেরকে মনে করিয়ে দিচ্ছি, যারা এখন জয়েন করেছেন আমাদের সাথে, আজকে পুরো 2 ঘন্টা আমরা সময় নিয়ে নিয়েছি ডক্টর রাসেল হকের কাছ থেকে। যদিও আমরা চেষ্টা করছি মাঝে মাঝে আপনাদেরকে কিছু গান শোনার জন্য, যেহেতু আজকে আমাদের স্বাধীনতা দিবসের অনুষ্ঠান। But again, স্বাস্থ্য ভালো না থাকলে তো আর স্বাধীনতা দিবস পালন করতে পারবো না।
No, but this information is very important because there's something I just learned. I mean, I've been in this country 32 years and myself, I was also scared to go to doctor because of the money. To be honest with you, there's no shame about it.
Right.
But you said something that sometimes it can cost less than your copay. So if you have an insurance, it costs you $25. maybe it costs you $20 if you go there and pay cash. So please do give them a call and they can figure things out for you. It is absolutely amazing.
সো শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, আমি আবারও চলে যাচ্ছি ডক্টর রাসেল হকের কাছে। ডক্টর রাসেল হক, আমাদের হাতে অ্যারাউন্ড 20 মিনিটস আছে, আমরা আর কিছু কথা বলবো, এর মধ্যে দু একটা গানও শুনবো। সো আমাদের শ্রোতাদের জন্য প্লিজ ডু এক্সপ্লেইন হোয়াট ইজ র্যাপিড সিডি কেয়ার প্ল্যান। আই নো ইউ হ্যাভ সামথিং প্ল্যান। ইজ ইট দ্য ওয়ান দ্যাট ইউ টকিং অ্যাবাউট, non-insured plan?
Rapid city plan, care plan. So these are actually so care plan, what we talked about is, okay, it's a $100 per month care plan, and with that you get unlimited visit, unlimited doctor visit, and with along with it you get 2 sets of lab and 2 sets of x-ray per year. So when I say talk about 2 sets of lab, means suppose আপনারা যদি young man person, right, আপনার typically you should get a yearly visit and you go to your doctor, okay, they do your yearly checkup. So basically I mean I can mention the name of the labs, but it may not make sense to a lot of people. But আপনার ডাক্তারের কাছে গেলে, whenever you go to your doctor for a yearly visit, what they do on a typical yearly visit checkup, so that's a set of lab tests that you will get with that plan, but you will get it 2 times. So the reason we thought about that, okay, one time we want people to get their yearly checkup every year. Suppose if you take our plan, suppose, right, you become part of our group of patients, our clients, and
kind
our
of like
patients,
membership,
right? Membership, right? So our goal is to keep you healthy. I mean, we open the door for you. You come as many times as you want, but our goal is ideally, just think about it. If we can keep you healthy enough that you don't have to come in besides your yearly checkup, because we'll make it mandatory you come in every year, at least once a year. But our goal, if I can keep you healthy, we have an incentive to keep you healthy. Then we spend less, right? Because if I have to see you 20 times a year, 10 times a year, okay, it costs money, right? So, but it's not going to cost you any more money. It's $100 a month. So our providers have incentive to keep you healthy. Versus on a current healthcare model, the way it works, the more you go to the doctor, the more money that clinic makes. It's not that they're making tons of money, but that's how they survive. And so they have the incentive to, oh yeah, just talk about one disease today, I'll deal with the next one tomorrow, right? Come back tomorrow, right? That's what happens all the time. And we're trying to prevent that. We want to take you up for what you have. As soon as you start, suppose, enrolling in our program, we are going to do a baseline set of tests to see where are you. Do you really have something that you don't even know about and whatnot? We're trying to do a bunch of screening tests and all those and take it from there. So that's $100 plan for patient if you don't have insurance. And if you have insurance, we actually have some people that are interested even with insurance, because at $1,000 they probably would end up paying a lot more anyway, because of their copay or whatnot. So they do that, and they reserve their insurance if in case they end up in ICU or high level care, or specialty care, things like that. They reserve it for those. That's a very good plan. So think about it, because it's kind of like membership. You're paying $100 a month, but you are getting 2 sets of lab and unlimited visit. Because if you go to any doctor, I think you pay one visit over close to $200 just for the doctor fee, right?
Yeah. So just one second. I didn't get it. So yearly checkup is included.
So break up. That's the first part of it. So 2 sets of lab, 2 unlimited doctors visit, 2 EKG and 2 X-ray. So the reason we reserve one, okay, you come in, enroll, we are going to get 1 test every year. So you're going to get 1 test, a set of tests, even if you're not sick. So we know where you at, right? And then after that, if in case you get sick, we reserve the other ones, right? So if you make a sick visit, okay, then we do the other test. After that, after the second set of tests, any test, if you ever need it, suppose you got sick 5 times that year, we will do it at cost. It's not going to be a regular price for all the other tests. If you do need to come in more than 2, 3 times, but do need x-rays or labs, something more than what comes with the plan, it will be at cost. And you'll be surprised how much is the cost is. It will be significantly cheaper than anybody that ever offer. Also, one of the things you can do, suppose if you go to a doctor, sometimes they send you to a test. Some people don't have insurance, they still have a doctor. They go to a doctor, they give you a test, and you go to various labs, right? The independent labs, and go get it done. You can call us and find out, how much our cost is, and we'll get it done cheaper and faster. And then you take that result, take it to your doctor, right? So we can save you money that way too, if you already have a doctor. And that applies to also X-rays and EKG. So I know a lot of our population, actually, like South Asian population. So a lot of us have to get actually a chest X-ray every year. You're not sick, you still have to get a chest X-ray because we got the BCG, the vaccine, right? The TB shot. Right. And then every year you test yourself is positive, right?
Yeah.
And then now you have to make at least one visit a year
What's
to a
that
doctor.
mean really? Because the other day, to be honest with you, one of my friend, he's like 5-6 years younger than me, so I'm over 50, so he's probably 45. It was immigration medical.
Right.
And he become positive.
It will be always positive. So first of all, if you did take BCG vaccine, right, which you did probably if you come from Southeast Asia, right? So you just don't get tested. You say, look, I'm going to be positive. Why puts you through that? And then basically what happens, you will be positive, and then your doctor will say, okay, come another time, and then you have to get a chest X-ray. And that you have to do it every year.
That's what he had to do it.
So what you can do, basically, you can bypass all that. You're going to have to get a chest X-ray. Whenever your employer or somebody says, look, I need proof, you do a chest X-ray. And if it's clear, that's it. You don't need anything else. Right?
So let me ask you, this is an interesting question I have. So is that test positive doesn't mean that you are harmful to others, right?
No, not at all. It tests positive. You test positive because of the BCG, because of the vaccination.
So it's still in your body.
Something. No. It's that the vaccination turned the test positive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that you have TB. You don't have TB. All of us will be tested positive because of the vaccination. It's a false positive. It's a false positive.
Because he has to go for a chest X-ray, then everything is fine.
Right?
Yeah,
so you can bypass all that. A lot of people, you don't need to make an appointment with us or anything. You don't have to see the doctor. You just say, look, I need a chest X-ray for my because of the TB, right? And we'll give you, and with the official radiologist reading, you can walk out with it and turn it to your employer. So that also will save a lot of time and money for people. So you can do that.
Okay, so that's a very good information for the people from Southeast Asia. That will save some hassle. So Ashun, let's go to one of the song that requested by Habib Solomon. Let's go listen to that.
যারে যাবি যদি যা, যারে যাবি যদি যা, যারে যাবি যদি যা, পিঞ্জর খুলে দিয়েছি, যা কিছু কথা ছিল ভুলে গিয়েছি, যারে যাবি যদি যা, যারে যাবি যদি যা।
Radio Adda, you're live on air.
Hi, my name is Farsa Baral. I wanted to know what you guys offer in the drive-thru except COVID testing.
No, we do offer. So I'll just read it for you. Okay, we do offer. So of course, COVID testing. Yeah, both PCR and rapid test. Right. We will also offer flu, strep, and RSV. That's actually very, very important for if somebody if you have babies, kids, right? You go to a pediatrician, that's a very common regimen of tests they order, right? Anytime they have congestion cough, they will order that. So for those also, you can get, even the babies get tested. If positive, okay, we'll take care of it, or your pediatrician will take care of it. If not, we will, right? And then we do also, if you have so besides that, actually, I'll just tell you the one without doctor's order first. If you suspect, probably not in our community, but STD testing, we do that without a doctor's order. We will do a diabetes screening test and cholesterol test without a doctor's order. And we will also do the X-ray, on demand, right? And without a physician order. But if it's a trauma and things like that, definitely our staff will suggest, you need to be evaluated, right? Because sometimes you may not think that you're hurt in certain place, but you could be. But if it's something just like what we just mentioned, chest X-ray for BCG vaccine to make sure to prove that you don't have TB, right? So and those kind of thing, or suppose if you have if you have a doctor's order, right? You go to your doctor and then they say, well, look, I can schedule the test 2 weeks from now. You can just bring that order to us. You don't have to see us, and by the end of that day, you'll have result. It doesn't matter which test. Then it's not limited to this test because you already have a doctor's order, right? So you bring in any test and X-ray, bring it to us. We'll make it happen that day. Yeah, so that's unlimited. I mean, pretty much any and every test that you need to do that we medically order, right, as a physician. So you can, if your doctor is saying that, okay, we need these tests, you just tell, and then they usually typically schedule it for a 5 days, 7 days afterward, right? You can bring it to us and we get it done really fast, yeah? And you get the result the same day. And same thing can happen for CT, MRI, and ultrasound. If they are scheduling it for weeks from when you are getting it, you can give us a call, and we will tell you should be able to get it done. If it's not Sunday, we can get it done by that day or the next day. You'll have the result.
Right. Thank you for the information. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for calling. Yeah, and the Rapid Series number is 214-239-4044. Thank you for calling again.
Thank you.
কেটে যা যারে হৃদয় ভেঙে যা যারে বাঁধন কেটে যা যারে হৃদয় ভেঙে যা শুনেছি খাঁচার পাখি আপন হবার জানি রে জানি তোকে ভালোবাসা শুনেছি খাঁচার পাখি আপন হবার নয় জানি রে জানি তোকে ভালোবাসা ভালো নয় পিঞ্জর খুলে দিয়েছি যা কিছু কথা ছিল ভুলে গিয়েছি যারে যাবি যদি যা যারে যাবি যদি যা যারে আকাশে উড়ে যা যারে পথ ভুলে যা যারে আকাশে উড়ে যা যারে পথ ভুলে যা জানি রে জীবনে তোকে পাবার আকাশের ঠিকানা খুঁজে পাবার কথা নয় জানি রে জীবনে তোকে পাবার নয় আকাশের ঠিকানা খুঁজে পাবার কথা নয় ভুলে দিয়েছি যা কিছু কথা ছিল ভুলে গিয়েছি যারে যাবি যদি যা যারে যাবি যদি যা
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা আপনারা শুনছেন রেডিও আড্ডা। উই কাম এভরি স্যাটারডে বিটুইন 1 PM to 3 PM সেন্ট্রাল স্ট্যান্ডার্ড টাইম, বাংলাদেশ টাইম রাত 12টা থেকে রাত 1টা পর্যন্ত। দূরের কাছে যে যেখানে আছেন আশা করি ভালো আছেন এবং সবাই আশা করি হেলদি। আমাদের ডক্টর ইজ হিয়ার টু ইজ ট্রাইং টু হেল্প অল অফ ইউ গাইজ, বাট দেয়ার ইজ এ very important information after April 5th, right?
Right.
After April 5th, the vaccine is not free. COVID vaccine is not going to be free. So if you are due and you are eligible to take a vaccine, please do take it before that. After that, you have to have insurance or you have to pay cash, one of the other. And as far as the PCR testing and other testing, they already expire on March 22nd. So please take the advantage of that free vaccine until April 5th. So now we are almost end of our show, so I'm gonna let our doctor for a closing remark.
আচ্ছা, সো ওই যে কোভিড ভ্যাকসিনের কথা যেটা বললেন ওইটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি বাই April 5th, if it's already due for you, you should get it done. We have enough supply also to get it done for you without cost until April 5th. Then after that, we don't know. Hopefully there's new funding. This will be a really big mess, without when the government is making people pay for it, because a lot of people will not be vaccinated, and that will cause death. They are not realizing it. I mean, it's the real, people will die because of that.
Because they won't go for money, right, because of its money.
Right. Especially elderly people, a lot of people, they live, month to month, they're not going to get vaccinated, a lot of them. They don't have that spare money. So people will die. So if it's already due for you, you get the vaccination before April 5th or the booster. If you have gotten your last vaccination within the last 4 months or so, more than 4 months, then come get the booster or the vaccination if you need to. As far as what else? So basically we are there especially for our community. And I mean, the whole US is our community. Everybody is, but it's not just our community, but our intention is to help really everybody. We want to really set a trend. We want people to follow we feel what we're doing is something that can change, and hope other people follow that. If you guys have ideas, something we're doing wrong, also point it out to you. There are things that you as a patient feel that we could have done. You tell us, and if it's possible at all, we'll make it happen, because we are really not profit driven. We are going to trying to help, and we'll change. So that's what we're trying to do. And
thank you, Dr. Russell Hawk, for giving us your valuable 2 hours time to the Radio Adda show on Radio Caravan. Listeners, I hope it helped you. If you have any question, you can always call us or call Rapid City Care, because they are always in favor, whatever help you. Like Dr. Khan Russell Hawk say that they are not profit driven. That's the reason they are trying to help everybody, even though you don't have insurance. So you can take one of their plan, or you can do the Rapid City Care plan sign up. So they have very good plan few. So please do consider, as population growing, a lot of our parents come in until they get their health care taken care. Please visit rapidcitycare.com, so you will find details about all. Again, Dr. Russell Hawk, we really do appreciate from the team of Radio Adda for joining us today here.
Thank you very much.
Sota Bondura, we are at the end of our show. So Sota Bondura, thanks for listening to us. Please tune in the next Saturday. Until next Saturday, আমি রহিম বিদায় নিচ্ছি। সবাই ভালো থাকুন, সুস্থ থাকুন, and don't forget to take that vaccine. April 5th is the deadline.
So শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, এখন আমাদের হাতে 3-4 মিনিট সময় আছে, কিন্তু আমার 2-3টা গানের রিকোয়েস্ট আছে যেগুলো আমি অল্প দুলান করে শোনাচ্ছি।
বলো না বলো গো বন্ধু ছায়া হয়ে তবু পাশে রইব কথা বলো না বলো
শ্রোতা বন্ধুরা, just one last message from Dr. Russell Hawk.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring something up quickly. So, now we also have a program for our immigrant people's parent. A lot of time our parents come here to visit for 2-3 months, 4 months. So we actually have a program for $600. They can come in, right? They can pay it in $100 a month, but $600, but they will get pretty much the same. They can enroll into it. You know, it's not a 12-month, right? So, but if they end up staying for a year, they will get covered. But the whole time, you know, because a lot of times they have problem with getting their medications, refills, or getting treatment. So we can actually take care of that for that. So we do have a special program for our immigrant parents or family members that come in. And the other correction is the date. I think it said April 5th. It's actually April 22nd for the vaccination.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Russell Hawk.
Thank you so much, everybody.
হ্যাপি ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্স ডে, স্বাধীনতা দিবস সবাইকে। আবারও দেখা হবে আগামী শনিবার দুপুর।
You're listening to KZMJ K281CS, Lucas, McKinney, 104.1 FM, KHSE, Wiley, 700 AM, Radio Caravan. Join the caravan. Powered by Discount Power. For more information, visit discountpowertx.com.
Hello listeners, this is Anwar Azam CPA. Our office number is 469-340-2100. Our website aacpapc.com. Please contact us for your tax, accounting, payroll, and audit needs. IRS and the states are doing more and more audits, so file your taxes with expert advice and proper paperwork according to tax laws.
Great services provided by Anwar Azam CPA. You can contact them through his website, which is aacpapc.com.
I look at it every single day and I'm in awe.
That's Tracy talking about her amazing diamond ring from Diamonds Direct.
Better than anything I could ever imagine. Just fantastic. The biggest compliment is everybody says I've never seen anything like it.
And the shopping experience at Diamonds Direct?
Very laid back. Not one time did we feel like we were being pressured. Not one time did we feel like we were being asked to extend a budget we did not have. In fact, it was almost the opposite. Like, we completely respect the budget that you guys have. Let us see if we can make something work.
And how about the free service for life at Diamonds Direct?
I come back about once a month and I have them clean it, redip it so it's all shiny and new, and they will clean it every day if I walked in here every day. They're